If you do not date fat people because you just happen to view fatness as neutral but not be particularly attracted to it, fine. That's a preference. If you don't date fat people because you think being fat means that they are gross, lazy, live an unhealthy lifestyle, or are embarrassing to be seen with in public, that's fatphobic. But to insist your preference is for people who aren't lazy, sloppy, and disgusting and unhealthy, meaning that means you prefer skinny people because all fat people are those other things, that's actually bigoted. That's actually deciding that one group is all the same because of how they look. Hope that makes sense. Have a good day.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Now, after listening to these people over the past 2.5 years or so of making these videos, the conclusion I've come to is that if you won't date a trans person, you are transphobic. If you won't date a gay person, even if you're not gay, you are homophobic. And as that young lady we just heard from in the first clip said, if you will not date a morbidly obese person, you are fatphobic. And I suppose the moral of the story is these people are fucking insane. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So this husky strawberry shortcake looking fella is Roberta. Now, Roberta is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian or trans lesbian. Now, ladies, imagine walking into the women's restroom and seeing Roberta standing there washing his hands, staring at you with that shit eating grin on his face. What do you do? What do you do?
What is your f***ing problem, man? Huh?
All right, guys, let's keep it rolling with some politics. Now, we're going to see some severe cases of TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome, in just 1 minute. But first, let's hear from some Joe Biden voters. Now, this fella is Ashley. Now, Ashley will be running for president in 2028. However, he would like to focus his energy now on getting Joe Biden and Kamala Harris reelected in 2024. So let's hear him out. Roll it.
Good afternoon. God bless y'all. I wanted to come on and do a quick speech about violence in our society, specifically America. As a presidential candidate, I want to definitely help reelect President Biden and Vice President Harris. Going forward, we're all human, regardless of party. I am a law and order president once I'm inaugurated. But like I said, we need to get back to peace, love, acceptance. We're a human race. I'm talking about America right now, all the guns, the kids, the violence, the anger, the prejudice, discrimination toward groups, sexuality, the way we look, where we come from. We're all America in these borders, and we need to live like it.
What the Buffalo Bill?
The message we just heard from that fella, Ashley, wasn't all bad. Law and order, America first, finding what unites us. He almost sounds like a far-right wingnut. Anyway, next up, so there is a trend going around on X, formerly known as Twitter, where these paid establishment shills posting selfies of themselves with captions like, I'm Gen Z and I'll be voting for Joe Biden, or I'm 20-something years old and Joe Biden's getting my vote this year. Here we have a post from this young lady, Olivia Juliana, who I do believe is a paid establishment shill. I'm fairly certain she's part of the army of influencers hired by the Biden administration to spread propaganda. Anyway, she posted this photo. The caption says, "This is what a 21-year-old Joe Biden voter looks like." Okay.
Look, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Eat vegetable. Eat broccoli.
All right, so there's our pro Joe Biden messages. Now let's hear some anti Trump messages. First up, we have this young lady who has a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome. Roll it.
Women, if Trump is reelected, then we are f***ed. We will have fewer rights than dogs. And I'm not being hyperbolic. This shit is real. Florida just instituted a 6-week abortion ban. The Republicans are coming for our uteruses, ladies. We are part of the supply chain. We are one step closer to becoming Gilead. And this bitch is going to the colonies if that happens. Because I will never, ever surrender my uterus to a man. Ever.
Oh, shut up, silly woman.
So this next clip is kind of long. It's about 3 minutes long, but it's absolutely hilarious and worth the watch. It's a compilation of all of Robert De Niro's best TDS moments. And I'm starting to think that this young fella put this compilation together not to make Trump look bad, but to make De Niro look like the narcissistic hypocrite that he is, because that's exactly what it does. Roll it.
Real men like Robert De Niro vote for Biden because Trump.
Sociopathic, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. I know what's right. And I think there are a lot of people who think they know what's right. I know what's right. Narcissistic and self-centered. I just don't want to feel the way I did, and many of us don't, after the election in 2016. Should not be president, period. Idiot is taking our country into the dump. National disgrace. And I apologize to Justin Trudeau. Such a mean, nasty, hateful person. So stupid. I'm going to say one thing. Trump. In the real world, he wouldn't last long. That's my feeling. Yeah. Real gangster world, he wouldn't last long. The outside world, other than anything around him, he has no idea. It's no longer down with Trump, it's Trump. Knows everything he projects about negative things on individuals, on situations, on institutions. He's saying about himself. He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt. You insult people and say the terrible things about them when you feel that way about yourself. He's an idiot, he's a national disaster, he's an embarrassment to this country. Pull the country together to be for the people, to heal wounds, not to open them up. I'd like to punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. Of course I want to punch him in the face. Right. It's decency and right and wrong.
A lot of criticism of you.
Fuck him.
Okay, well, you know, this is
Sorry, look at the lame, inane things that he said. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. Divisive, racist, misogynist, ignorant. I arrest him and then I escort him to jail. When he's in jail, and that I certainly am looking forward to, where I can handcuff him and take him away in an orange jumpsuit.
How do you...
Germany, they had it with Hitler. They don't take him serious. He looks like a clown, acts like a clown. And this guy just keeps going on and on and on without being stopped. Stupid bully. Stupid. He's a lowlife. That scumbag. He's sick. Total loser. Fake president is like a gangster. Gangster, first family, if you will. Thinks he's a gangster. He's just obtuse. He's dumb. So he's just stupid, obtuse.
Trump.
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, giant, twerp, scumbag, face, dickhead, asshole.
Yeah, after watching that one more time, I'm fairly certain the purpose of that compilation wasn't to make Trump look bad. It was to make Robert De Niro look like a complete dick. Mission accomplished. Anyway, next up, here we have a comedian who isn't woke, and he asks somebody in the audience, What do you do for a living? Here's his response. Roll it.
You work for the Biden administration. Is your job to wake them up, or what's your job? Hey! There's a law! Okay, what do you do for the Biden administration? What a shit show of a job you have. I can't believe you admitted that in front of all these people. You have the freedom to lie. You could have said you were a hooker and it would have been proud. What do you do?
I travel to southern states.
You go to the South and try to sell them on Biden? You're fucking retarded. What the fuck are you talking about? What's your fucking job? Is to go, hey, listen, I know you guys like Trump, but Biden, I mean... Wow. Are you ready to be unemployed, or what's your vibe?
It's funny because it's true. So this next clip is, well, kind of bizarre. A lovely young lady says that great people are getting so comfortable that we should go back to being deathly afraid of offending people. Really? Roll it.
Straight people are getting too comfortable. I said what I said. Some things are not yours to talk about, joke about, or say. And you should go back to being deathly afraid of offending people.
I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Did you see that squirrel come up and grab one of those peanuts out of her cup? Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by the YouTube channel, The Playmaker Juggernaut. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. And if you're into gaming or anime, definitely go check out the Playmaker Juggernaut's channel. He's trying to get some more views on his videos. I will put a link to that in the description box below. So once again, today's video sponsor is the YouTube channel, The Playmaker Juggernaut. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I'm kind of freaked out about all this. Get this off the screen, please. Ugh.
Tattoo lollipop.
What the f was that?
So this next clip goes hand in hand with the last clip I'm going to play in the video, which is coming up after this one. So keep that in mind as you're listening to this young lady, who I think is a Republican. I think some of what she says here is obviously hyperbole, but it's so hard to tell these days. Roll it.
Republicans hate black people so much that they actually pay off Democrats to say things like they don't know how to get IDs, they don't know what the word computer means, they're too unintelligent to figure out these things. This is all the Republican ploy to tell them what it really is. They just use the Democrats to say it, right? Because it seems as though the only ray shit that comes out of people's mouths are from the left. And I'm not sure, it's probably because I'm privileged that I'm able to understand this, and, you know, I am able to be educated enough that I can Google's probably another word they don't know, Google on my computer who actually said these things, because, I mean, if the black community got word of this, they would probably end up on the right side of history. Just saying. But thank you, Governor of New York, for taking one for the team so us Republicans don't have to say it.
I cannot believe this shit.
So you heard that young lady say thank you to the governor of New York for saying what she said. Well, this is exactly what she was talking about. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of New York Governor Kathy Hochul saying that black kids don't know what the word computer means. Democrats say the most racist things. The soft bigotry of low expectations. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys. So please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
What did you say? What the did you just say?
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is.
You're a racist.
And you ain't black.